Hello, Winning Women's Network. I am so excited to be one of the guest speakers on Saturday, January 18th. Um, Speaking about the financial workshop, speaking about finance, one of the things that I love talking about is just probably my makeup, right? So I'm extremely excited. We're going to talk about some amazing topics, some things that we should be looking at in 2020, a budget. Those are the number one thing that gets most women and most people in general is not planning, not planning ahead, a budget every month, every week. I legitimately set a plan for my finance, and I am the master of my money, right? The number one thing I do is I tell my money where it goes. Honey, I got plans for my money. I literally designate where my money ought to go, right? And so that's the number one thing we need to be doing when we're talking about finances, right? Getting ourselves in order, getting our house in order. A lot of us are looking at wealth. A lot of us are looking at amazing plans in 2020. God has put a lot of entrepreneurs in our midst. And the number one thing we have to sit down and grab hold of is the vision and a budget, okay? So the number one thing I want to talk to you guys about a little bit tonight is a budget, having a plan for your finance. When we meet on Friday, all right? On Friday, I want to see you guys there. I want you to already know in your mind, what is your budget for 2020? What is your budget, your personal finance for those who are getting into entrepreneurship? I want to know, what is your budget for your business? How are you going to launch your business? That's going to be exciting. See, in Luke 14:28, it says, "For which of you desiring to build a tower does not sit down and count the cost, whether he has enough to complete it?" Okay. So how many of you have done that? Said, I'm going to do these amazing plans in 2020. I'm going to have these amazing goals in 2020, and have not sat down and done a financial plan. Take inventory of what it is that you need to accomplish your goals. See, listen, this is not a start off fast, getting out the blocks really fast in 2020. This is about staying focused and keeping your eyes on the prize all year long for 2020 and beyond, okay? So I'm excited to speak with you. The first thing we're going to do is sit down tonight. I want you guys to really grab hold of this and think about what it is that you need to be doing to grab a hold of your budget. How is that budget going to look? Again, this is not getting out of the blocks fast. This is not shooting out the blocks fast. Oh, 2020 is the year to be focused. No, it's about sitting down. And again, in Luke 14:28, understanding what it is, counting the cost. What is this going to cost? What is the plan? How do I get through 2020 on top? All right. So number one thing is finding um, figuring out that business plan, figuring out that financial plan for your life. I'm in business, so a lot of what I do is intertwined with my personal and business, because, well, if I don't have my personal house in order, then my business isn't going to flourish the way that I envision, or the way that God wants me to prosper, right? So for you, I want you to sit down, look at your finances, log into your bank accounts, look at how much you've spent in 2019, and how much of that was, discretionary spending. Define for you what that looks like. How much are you going to budget? Okay. So that's one. The second thing is, I can tell you about, and this is just a few tips. The second tip I want to let you guys know is, well, I can guarantee you that 100% of the people who don't save, they don't have a dime. They don't have anything. So if you're not saving, if you're not figuring out a way to eliminate debt, or ways to make money, one, make money, and two, save, then listen, this isn't, the wealth strategy will not be for you. This will all be in vain. If you can't figure out a way to save, because guess what the wealthy do? Save. They're saving all the time. And so you need to really figure out what you can cut back on, or income. There's a difference between stagnant and stuck, okay? And a lot of people are just stagnant. You're not stuck. You're staying on the same jobs. You're having the same consistent income, even though you're living paycheck to paycheck, because you feel like you're stuck, but it's not. That's not the case. You're just stagnant. And in 2020, we want you to get unstuck, okay? And stop being stagnant in your life, in your goals, in your pursuits for success. All right. There's a difference between stuck and stagnant. Stagnant is a choice. Stuck, there's a way to become unstuck. All right. And we're going to figure that out in our workshop. Again, make sure you save. And I can guarantee you this, that if you're not saving, you're not going to have anything stored up for you to help you build wealth. So you need to figure out some ways for you to save. But again, if you're spending more than you earn and you have not done a budget, that's going to be really hard for you. I'm just, in here in my office, actually, going through my notes, getting my PowerPoint ready for you guys for Saturday. Extremely excited. We're going to go through some of your personal credit. We're going to talk about how to alleviate some debt. We're going to talk about some ways to get that savings on autopilot. Okay, some of us just don't want to think about it. We want it to work for us on autopilot. Our lives are really, really busy. And so we're trying to just figure this thing out in 2020. Listen, it's going to be amazing. All right. So 1, we're going to do our budget. 2, we're going to start saving. And 3, we're going to figure out a way to get unstuck. All right. This is not to get unstuck and to stop being stagnant. Okay. Well, that's all I have for you. I'm excited to see you at the Women's Health Fair. All right, where we're going to be a group of women being transformed. All right, until next time, I hope to see you on, what is it, Friday? Nope, it's Saturday. It's Saturday. So I hope you see Saturday, January 18th for the Women's Transform seminar. It's going to be amazing. And let's get our finance together. Let's get focused in 2020. All right. And until next time, God bless.